Hello everybody, I'm Mark Mazzatenta. I'm here to help strengthen your guitar skills and your chord progression composing skills. Last week, I showed you some examples of chord progressions that had a descending bass. This week, chord progressions that ascend in the bass. Why? Just to give you some ideas and examples if you're trying to write a song or create a chord progression. Let's just give you some models maybe to base your ideas on. And the 5 that you're going to hear today are these. And I'll leave these in a link in the description, so you'll be able to see this handout. But as you can see, the bass lines, the letter names of the chords, are ascending, sometimes by half step, sometimes by whole step, and sometimes by a minor third. The first one you would call a chromatic ascending bass line because it's going to go C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. And the chords are C major, C sharp diminished, D minor, D sharp diminished, E minor. And then you can do a 6-2-5 to get back to your starting C chord. So you're going to see a lot of these examples today have diminished chords in them. So you'll want to look and see what kind of shapes to use for a diminished chord. So here's what it sounds like. C, C sharp diminished, D minor, D sharp diminished, E minor, A minor, D minor, G. Kind of like a classic jazz. Nice to have that chromatic rising bass line. The second example might be more of a rock sound. Usually those diminished chords were connecting two bass notes that are a whole step apart, so they're just creating a little bridge. In the first example, the arrival point was a minor chord. Well, in this example, you'll hear the first diminished chord arrive on a major chord. So the bass line is E, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, more chromaticism, and then land on a big B, which leads you back to E. So you have an E minor, F sharp diminished, G major, A flat diminished, A minor, B flat diminished, then to a, just call that like a fancy B7. It's a B7 with a sus4, and which resolves to a B7, and then you're back. Example 3 is, I call this the Maiden Voyage chord progression, which is a reference to Herbie Hancock's song called Maiden Voyage. It uses these kind of sus, or what you might see labeled as 11th chords, which then move. So that's a minor third relationship in the bass. So we have a bass line of G, B flat, and then up another minor third, D flat, up another minor third, E, and then you're back where you started. Now some people might label that as an F triad / G in the bass, sometimes called G11. It has that nice mellow floaty sound to it. The fourth example uses some jazz harmonies to get from the 1 chord to the 5 chord. So we have G, A, B, C, C sharp, D. And the chords are G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, C sharp diminished, and then D11. example uses slash chords. Remember from last time? They're kind of folkier sounding. And a slash chord just means that the note that's in the bass is not the root. So this bass line goes C, C sharp, D, E, F, F sharp, G. And the chords are C major to A with a C sharp in the bass, to D minor, to C with an E in the bass, to F, to D with an F sharp in the bass, then to G7. And then you're back to your C chord. So there you go, everybody. There's 5 different examples of chord progressions where the bass notes are ascending. So I hope you try those, and I hope you create your own, and I hope you learned a little bit about chord progressions. Maybe you saw some chord shapes that you want to try to explore. Be creative, everyone, and have fun. And I'll see you at the next video.